Hello, beautiful friends. Laurel Bleadon-Maffei here, and it is June 30th, 2020. And guess what time it is? It is time for another coronavirus conversation. And you might be going, Laurel, why? Oh, why do we still have to talk about this? Because we do. And oh, that we could talk about unicorns and rainbows and razzle dazzle and angels, and we will soon. They're still here. But first, let's make sure we can stay alive on the earth plane, right? So that we can have fun with all of this mystical stuff. Let's stay healthy and well and keep those around us healthy and well. And when I first started talking to you about coronavirus back in late February, early March, this really was not a point of conversation for most people. And the impetus behind me sharing this with you was that I was doing a lot of research, science-based research, and I was getting intuitive hits, and I started preparing for this. And it didn't feel right for me to have this information and not share it with you because I love you. And if I can support you, then that is why I am here. So let's have a conversation based on where we are now. Now, this is going to be shared through the filter of the United States because it's where I live, and right now we are having a rocky time of it. So somehow, which I did not see happening, the virus became politicized and polarizing, which is crazy because it's a virus. It exists. But whatever. You will have your opinions about this. You are entitled to your opinions about this. Peace be with you. But what I'm going to do here today is to try to help you prepare for what I sense is coming. And I feel like it's going to be getting a lot worse, especially come September, October, November, December, March, all the way through, at least until next March. I know that is not happy news, but take a breath with me. Now, I know we are all in different situations. Um, and some of this conversation that we're going to have is based on for those of you that are in a place of privilege where you might have financial resources to prepare and a place to store things. I know not everybody is in that position, but I'm going to give you some tips. They're not terribly expensive ones, and places that you can shop for supplies. So that if you wanted to, get a box together of some stuff that you put up in the closet in case you need it, come October, you easily can do that. So hopefully this is going to be easy and economical. And I am speaking about stores that are available here in the US, but they probably have something like that where you live if you are in Australia or the UK or in another country. So remember back in March and April and even May when we had to go in long lines and buy stuff and there wasn't stuff on the shelves? Well, the supply chain in some ways has caught back up with us. So you may not be able to go in the store and find your disinfecting wipes all the time, but if you see them on the shelves, buy them. So if you're somebody who goes to Costco early, I now typically go to Costco early. If they open at 10 a.m., I go there about a quarter to 10. I get there early, sometimes they're open. And so if they have things like Lysol spray or the Clorox wipes or hand sanitizer, they're usually there early and then they get sold out. So buy them if you see them. If you don't need them, then come November, if you have plenty, I promise you a neighbor, a family member, a friend will not have any and you will be able to help them. And being an earth angel, won't that be lovely when you can say to somebody, oh, I have some extra Clorox wipes. Let me help you out, friend. So that's one tip. The next tip is for those of you who go to Trader Joe's, if you are lucky enough to live where there's a Trader Joe's, they have this lovely, lovely product, this hand sanitizer. It is grapefruit and lemon, and it contains 74% alcohol, which is great for disinfecting. It's $1.99. It is in a plastic bottle. I know we're not fans of plastic, but it makes it lightweight. So I always carry one of these in my purse, and I have one in my car. So whenever I come out of a store, I spritz my hands down, disinfect. It's only $1.99. There is a limit to 2 each time you shop. So if you go to Trader Joe's and you see these on the shelves, buy 2, put them in a box, put them in a drawer, because I promise you, come um, October, November, December, you will be happy you have these. You could put one of them in each of your kids' backpacks if for some reason they're going back to school, put them in a briefcase, whatever you need, have some of these available. If you go to Whole Foods, I don't know if these will be on the shelf, but I found them 2 weeks ago and I'm sure they will restock. These are lovely lavender scented alcohol wipes. Again, alcohol is one of the best ways to disinfect. Um, they had a limit of 5 each on these. I think they were $1.99. And look what they had. They had the canister as well. I didn't buy 5 of these. But they have these at Whole Foods. So if you see these, look for them. They are both alcohol based. And then this was a huge find. Office Depot or Office Max, their same store, has a lot of cleaning, sanitizing, healthcare supplies available right now. And I bought these. These also are alcohol wipes, 75% alcohol. There's 80 wipes in these. I don't know how big the wipes are because I haven't opened them yet, but I bought these on sale. They were $4.99 each. Now they're up to $7.99. But there's you can buy up to 24 packages of these. So this is great if you happen to be responsible for helping an office stay sanitized or a schoolroom or something like that. Stock up on these. They go in and out of stock, so if they're sold out, just go back the next day and see if they're back. So Office Depot is your friend for these. They didn't have them in the store. I had to order them online. Masks are available again. This is a box of masks. They actually are carrying them in some Costco stores. I actually ordered this online from Costco because they didn't have it at my store. I think it was $22 or $23 for a box of 50. So this is what they look like. This is a little misleading. This is a 10 have been packaged together. So this is 10 masks in here. I'm not going to open it though because it's sanitized. What I like about these is they have the little metal rod here, which helps them, go over your nose a little bit better. They also have a lot of options of these at Home Depot. They may have them in your store locally, but you can also purchase them online. So Office Depot and Costco now is a great time to stock up on this stuff, even if, there's no virus where you live. Just have your supplies ready, put them in a box somewhere. Again, you can always donate them to a church, to a shelter. Someone is going to need this stuff. So if you're in a position that you can invest some money and time in purchasing this for your family, for those around you, now is a great time to do that. I also was able to find cloth masks at my local grocery store. So this is one that I purchased. I wore this one specifically because I thought it matched my outfit. The thing I don't like about the cloth masks is they don't really create a seal. So even though this is protecting other people from me, which is great, I'm kind of breathing in everything else. So I'm actually not a fan of cloth masks. I feel kind of claustrophobic in them. I prefer the paper masks or the other kinds of filter masks. I use these though, like if I'm just running in to pick up a takeout order or something. They're super easy to put on and they meet the criteria, but I typically do not wear these when I'm shopping. I try to wear something that has a little bit more of a seal when I am shopping with people, when I'm out in groups. So that's the other key, is to find a mask that works for you, that you're comfortable in, that you don't feel claustrophobic. It is harder to shop these days, even though there's more product on the shelves. I was saying to my husband, I have some shopping to do today, and it exhausts me. Just even the mental energy. I've got to put my mask on. I've got to disinfect. I've got to make sure the shopping cart is disinfected. And thankfully, a lot of the stores around here and hopefully near you disinfect the carts before you take them. But it's a lot to process. The other thing, again, if you are in a place of privilege and you can put the finances into it and you have a place to store it, now is the time to purchase that which you might need into the fall and winter. So remember when we couldn't get any toilet paper and paper towels, that stuff's back in inventory, and they may also have your favorite brand available. So if you've got a garage or a big closet or a spare room, go ahead and buy what you will need through the end of the year. I know it sounds like a lot, and who wants to be that person? But if this virus gets really bad where you are, you may not want to have to go out to the store. And the good thing is the supply chain um, has the shelves full right now, at least here in the United States. So now is a really good time to do some purchasing for the fall and the winter. Again, if you don't need it, um, there will be places you can donate it. And even if you want to start donating now to your church, to your temple, to a shelter, to, you know, it's like we will need this stuff. And how wonderful it will be to have overflow that you're able to share. There's a difference between being supplied and hoarding, right? It's um, you want to be able to take care of those you love. So my intuitive sense is this is going to continue and it's going to get much worse in the fall and the winter. Um, this is a very peculiar virus. Um, it is one we still don't understand. It runs the gamut between asymptomatic and you feel nothing to low-grade symptoms that can last over 100 days and maybe permanently, we don't know yet, to people dying from it. So we don't know how it will affect an individual yet. So listen, you have all the information you need. Um, I know here in the US, this has become polarizing and political, and people are yelling at each other about it. So do your best to take some breaths and come into the wise counsel of your knowingness and of science and of the medical community, especially those practitioners that you trust. And do your best to keep your immune system strong, have things around you that'll keep you and your loved ones safe. Purchase extra stuff if you can. I said to my husband, I don't want to be panicking about toilet paper in November. Like that is not, if I can avoid that by taking action now, that is what I hope to do. So I love you. We're going to get through this. I just wanted to give you a couple of tips to things that you can do now that you will appreciate having done in future months. Don't you just love that when the past you makes a choice and does something that helps you in the future? Right? It's like when, you're doing laundry and you take a pair of jeans out from a pile that you haven't worn in a while and there's a $20 bill in the pocket and it's like, oh my God, I'm so glad I just shoved my hand in there one day and forgot it was there. Like you'll be like, oh my God, I am so glad that the me that I was in the beginning of July bought this lovely hand sanitizer at Trader Joe's. So, so we get to travel the timeline now of our experiences and we get to seed for our future. So I love you. I love you. And I want you to be healthy and well. And I want you to have ease and grace. And you are in my prayers. And I am grateful to be sharing this journey with you. And we will talk soon. I love you. Bye.